on stage right now. Born and bred in LA. So funny. Keep it going for Brandfon, everybody.
Oh, how's it going, everybody? Wow, you guys are incredible. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be out of the outdoors, you know. I was on a plane the other day, and it was like, I don't know, man. We gotta change like some stuff with planes. I don't get the whole co-pilot thing. Why do we need that? It's like, there's no co-bus driver. It's just like, and they say, well, because the pilot could die. Well, check his blood pressure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give him a physical. It's like if the pilot could die, the co-pilot could die. We need a third guy. Let's just not do this. We can't do it. But I was on a plane. It was called, the airline was called Frontier. It's not great. I'm going to Seattle. Have you been there? It's like, yeah, we've never been to Seattle. It's like, the airline I'll never fly is Virgin. That does not inspire a lot of confidence. Like Virgin, what's their slogan? Virgin Airlines, we've never done this before. Virgin Airlines, we don't know where anything is. We have no clue. It's like, could you tell us what does this switch do? Does anybody know? I don't know, it's not encouraging, you know? I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of crashing in the ocean, specifically, because it's worse, because, you know, you think water's soft, it's not. You ever look at water? There's so much of the ocean. You look at it's like, and you look at the ocean, that's just the top. There's so much underneath. But I don't go in the ocean. I don't go in the ocean. We have pools. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Specifically because of sharks. I don't like sharks. And people always say about sharks, they're like, listen, they're not that dangerous. Someone told me the other day, sharks only killed 5 people last year. Which is interesting because I killed no people last year. That's kind of the number I want to get to. We give animals a lot of credit for only killing a few people. Tell that to the guy you killed. That guy's dead. He would never say that about a person. You'd never be like, listen, my uncle, great guy, only killed 3 people last year. Last year. They don't even tell you what he did the year before. It's called selective information. The year before, the shark was killing thousands of people. He had a good year. 2017 was a good year. I don't know, but there's all these like facts. You know, someone said you're more likely to be killed by a vending machine than a shark. Who gets killed by a vending machine? Like, how badly do you want those pretzels? I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. If I'm swimming in the ocean, I'd much rather swim by a vending machine than a shark. At that point, the vending machine is pretty useless. Yeah, I'm concerned about diseases. Apparently they're trying to cure anthrax. And they're testing it on monkeys, and they've got this vaccine that's kind of working. But then I thought, so monkeys have anthrax? It sounds like it could backfire. Like, why do we keep testing things on monkeys? They're like the hardest animal to catch. They're the animal that's up to the most hijinks. Like, what were scientists thinking? They were like, hey, we got to test anthrax on something. What should we test it on? And the other guy was like, I don't know, why don't we test it on the only other animal that can open a door? Sure, nothing will go wrong. It's just going to open everything. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned. Someone told me I need to relax, and that's true. Someone said a good way to relax is to watch the sunset. I don't know. I tried to do this. I can't get into it. Whenever I watch the sunset, I just think all the rats are about to wake up. Right? Anyone else think this? It's so bad. It's a bad thing. Don't celebrate it. It was better when the sun was not setting. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of the outside. I have asthma. It's not really good. I've taken a lot of medicine for asthma. You know what they give people for asthma? Steroids, which have not worked with me. So apparently if you have asthma, you just can't get muscles, I guess. And I don't know. Steroids are weird. Apparently the two major side effects of steroids are your testicles shrink and your mood swings. You know, and I gotta tell you, if my testicles shrunk, my mood would swing. I feel like you gotta cut him a little slack on that. You know who's a crazy person? A person whose testicles shrink and he's got the same mood. That's a guy who's got more problems than the shrunken testicles. And that's a problem. Shrunken testicles are a big problem. But athletes take steroids. That's how good they are. They're willing to sacrifice the shrunken testicles. I like sports though. I like going to sporting events because sporting events are the only place where it's socially acceptable to scream at millionaires. You can't go to a bank and scream at them. You can go, the right fielder's a millionaire. You go to the baseball game, call the right fielder's mother a whore, and turn around and get a snow cone. That's America. Kid drunk in front of kids. Usually, like, kids aren't allowed in here for good reason. You know what I mean? But you know, at a sporting event, it doesn't matter. Anything goes. I like when athletes thank God, you know, like they'll score a touchdown and they thank God. It makes sense to me because if I was 7 feet tall and in perfect shape, I'd believe in God too. I'm 5'7" and I'm terrified of insects. So it's a little bit more of a stretch for me. I like sports. I like movies. I think movies are fun. I like hanging out. What else is there, right? But I like movies. I used to like superhero movies. I can't really get into them that much anymore because it's just guys dressing up like animals fighting other people who are dressed up, right? It's like Batman. I used to love Batman, but I can't really get into it now. It's just, I feel like every Batman movie is just a millionaire beating up mentally ill people. It's like he's dressed like a clown. He's not well. This is not how you treat the mentally disturbed. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, after you beat up the clown, you're going to beat up the half man, half penguin? That's good. Are there social workers in Gotham City? It's just out of control. You know? I don't know. I saw this ad the other day for natural male enhancement. You ever see these? Like for... I always love the natural male enhancement because I feel like if you want a bigger dick, you don't care if it's natural. You don't even like nature. Nature gave you not a big enough dick. Why would you double down on that? Nature had its say, and what it had to say was not enough. I don't think this has ever been an issue, though. I don't think anyone's ever been like, hey, that's a big dick, but is it organic? I need that. But when someone asks me how big my dick is, I don't really like to answer, but people always ask you like how many inches your dick is, and I don't like that because I prefer the metric system. That's more exact. You know, like when someone asks me how big my dick is, I say it's 0.012 kilometers. You gotta pass 5th grade math to know how big my dick is. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great night.